So many people ask me, how can I grow revenue, especially when freight rates used to be $25,000 and now they're, in some instances less than $1,000 on the import side, right? Revenue for me is not as important than profitability, and you as a business owner or a freight forwarder or trucking company should never really worry about revenue. Sometimes revenue can be a good helping point though, especially when you're talking to banks about credit lines and stuff like that. A lot of the traditional lending companies always look at revenue and revenue ratios, and they see a revenue drop as a negative thing, especially when you're asking to increase your line of credit or something. Us personally, revenue is important to us. Revenue is not the most important thing to us. Profitability is what drives us and what's more important to us. So if my revenue drops, but my profitability stays the same, I see this as a positive thing because my profit margin is actually increasing. But what are fast and simple solutions that you can do to increase your revenue? So number one is look at your integrated logistics chain, right? And really look at what parts of the transaction are you currently handling. So many freight forwarders maybe only handle an on-carriage, or maybe only handle the trucking, maybe only handle the warehousing, right? So one big step for us to increase your revenue is look what you currently move and see if you can vertically integrate that, right? And what I mean by that is that can you handle a pre-carriage and main carriage and an on-carriage on a business that you maybe currently only handle the customs, right? So it's still the same business that you currently handle, but you're basically increasing your profit, you increase your revenue on that particular lane, which I think is very, very important. So that's one thing. The other thing is talk to your clients on what other lanes they're currently moving. Many times you think like, oh, I've been moving with this guy for months and years and I've always handled all his business, but then you would be very quickly surprised that actually other business that he has maybe handled with a competition, and only because it's been done like that for years, right? So I always look at the customer base that you currently have and see what other things can you currently still move there.